The feed you are about to listen to is classified. The location, unknown. You are bound by law to protect the content you are about to apprehend and keep it confidential. Prepare yourselves as you're about to experience the MercGoat Conspiracy.
Take our praise. Hey kitties. Welcome to the MercGoat Conspiracy, the only podcast that uses the Henry Rollins driving app exclusively. Have you guys heard of this?
Nope.
Yeah, actually, I think it's awesome.
It is the to-go app for all the punk and hardcore kids, and apparently us.
Well, why don't you tell those at home about it, Rob?
Well, everyone may know Henry Rollins as a singer of Black Flag and
He's a
Rollins
dick.
Band. He is a little bit of a dick. He was also in the movie Jackass. He was driving the Baja buggy when they were giving him the tattoo on it in the first Jackass. Do you remember that?
I haven't seen the first Jackass in about 10 years.
Same here. I just remember that one scene for whatever reason. That and the one they stuck a Hot Wheels car up his ass.
Wow. Apparently, I need to watch this movie.
You've never seen Jackass?
No.
Wow.
Super lame.
Yeah, he stuck a Hot Wheels car up his ass. And they got an x-ray of the said Hot Wheels car while it was in his ass.
Super! That's dedication right there.
So the nice thing about this app is, if you ever try to lower the volume, he just gets angrier and talks louder.
What?
Yes.
Awesome.
I might download this now.
Also, you will get long-winded talks that can extend up to 20 minutes after you arrive at the destination. There's also a glitch currently right now where if you try to get out when he's talking, the doors will lock and you cannot get out.
Now, is it for the car or is it for, like, your phone that you...
Well, it's for the car. If your car is Wi-Fi enabled, the doors will lock until he's done talking to you.
I don't think that's a glitch.
It's probably not a glitch, guys.
One lady, Amy Fuller, has told us that she had a 30-minute story about fighting skinheads at an all-ages venue back in '93, and she ran out of gas. So it's also not good for your gas tank.
But it's fun as hell.
Amy who?
Amy Fuller.
Oh. Well, I was thinking this was like Amy Schumer, and I could care less about her.
Yeah,
No,
at
Amy
first I thought he said Amy Poehler, and I was like, ew.
She's not that bad. Amy Schumer, though. I'm one of the guys. I fuck everything. Ha ha, I'm funny.
I'm a girl with a male sense of humor. Laugh
Yeah.
at me.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
so
talk about
funny.
dick and fart jokes. It's okay because I'm a woman, so it makes it that much funnier.
I just read that exact complaint that you just said on Reddit yesterday.
I think everyone has said that about her at some point.
Because that's what
Yeah.
she does. That's her whole gimmick. It's like, okay, you make fart and dick jokes like it's like you're one of the guys. That's cool, but you're not that funny for it.
So she's Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I'd love to listen to Kevin Smith.
So,
And not her.
I encourage everyone to get the Henry Rollins app, get shouted at while you drive to your destination, and possibly get locked in your car afterwards.
I
And
wouldn't mind
Robert
listening to a
Gass.
20-minute song.
What's
I wouldn't
that?
mind listening to a 20-minute conversation.
About fighting skinheads back at an all-ages venue in '93?
Why
Yeah,
the fuck not?
That sounds like a story the kids need to hear.
Probably because you have herpes.
That could be, but you know what? All I know is that I give herpes. I don't have them.
You probably have herpes too, Zorn.
Nah. I haven't had enough sex for herpes.
In fact, 2/3 of the population actually has herpes.
Really?
No way. 2/3?
2/3 of the population have
The
type 1
population
herpes.
of the world or America?
Of the world.
Oh, okay.
We're
that's why.
slightly less, but not by much.
Type 1. What the hell does type 1 mean?
Basically, it can be passed through, kissing, all that stuff. It's much, much less dangerous, if dangerous at all. Herpes type 2 is the one you want to worry about when you probably should have been wrapping your shit from that barroom skank from last year.
So type 1 is basically fucking cold sores.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But
Type 2 is the kind that they usually get in, like, third world countries.
yes. However, 2/3 of the population does have herpes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
And that's 3.7 billion people, if you need a number.
Wow.
That's a lot of fucking herpes.
It's more herpes than I ever want to think about.
But it can also cause sores on your genitals and all that good stuff, too.
God.
But it's so contagious that pretty much everyone has it if you've ever had sex, period, at this point.
Jesus.
So how do you feel about finding out you had herpes?
Well, I thought I got tested for it, but I guess I was wrong.
I have definitely never had herpes, just saying.
That you know of.
I haven't had a cold sore since I was like 7 years old.
It's still herpes. Come on.
There's roughly a 66% chance that any current person right now does. I'm not saying you do or you don't,
Jeez.
but there's a 66% chance that you do.
Kind of makes you feel a little dirty.
Oh, it definitely makes me feel dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really. I'm good with it.
And it's actually, in the U.S., it's 49% of women and 39% of men.
Good.
So we are, like I said,
Wait,
lower.
what percentages did you just say?
49% of women and 39% of men.
What about the other percents that are supposed to be there?
That's America. This is America. The
Numbers still don't add up,
The
Rob.
66% is worldwide. 66% of people worldwide have it. 49% of Americans, females, have it, and 39% of men, leading into that 66%, meaning that this country is with higher percentages as well.
The numbers still don't add.
The percentages still don't add
How?
up. They're supposed to add up to 100.
No, 49% of women
Uh-huh.
out of 100% have it, meaning almost half. How does that not add up?
Because then you throw in 39% of men, and that's not another 51%, which would make it 100.
You're not going off 100.
But you just said 100.
But there's no 100 to be compared to.
I'm so confused.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Why your numbers don't add up?
Alright, 66% of the world population, okay?
Okay, so the 66% is now 100%. So 60%, so 100% of people that have herpes are 66% of the world.
Okay. But each country has percentage that is infected beyond that, and it's two slightly different statistics. Some countries are higher, making up a larger portion of that 66%, or the 100% if you want to get technical.
I'm just saying.
Rob, a percentage means it has to be out of 100. So when you say there's...
Okay, 39% of the 100% of the male population only in America have it. How does that not make sense?
Because you didn't say it like that. If you said it like that to begin with.
Alrighty then.
So out of 100% of women in America, 49% have herpes.
Yes.
And out of 100% of men in America, 39% have herpes.
Yes.
That's what you did not say.
Yeah.
You said 49% of women, and then 31% of men, and only gave 66% of herpes worldwide. You didn't say...
Yeah, we thought you meant that you were leaving out like a third of the population and just not counting them.
The rest of them are dogs and cats.
You
They
know
have
what?
herpes too.
You know, it made sense to me.
No wonder.
Welcome to the Merco Conspiracy, where numbers sometimes matter and no one gets anybody's shit.
Alright, I
Over whose line
understand.
is anywhere, the numbers don't matter.
Exactly.
I'm just going
right?
to start making up shit at this point.
Hey, 66% of all statistics are made up.
I know.
Welcome to 5th grade math with John.
What I probably should have said was including 60. It's just,
Yeah, it was just the way you said it. You left out some words. That's all.
words aren't that important.
Words.
We're on a podcast. Of course, the words are kind of important.
Words.
Words are hard.
Words are hard. Hard words. Alright,
So that was a failed experiment.
moving on.
That we're never going back to.
Sure, that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Just like getting drilled in the anus with a huge screwdriver.
So I got
You know what?
I got a thing at work asked for me. For $200 million, will you let a guy fuck you in the ass?
$200 million?
Yes.
$200 million?
Yes, that would be the decision of my life.
See, you guys jumped to yes right away. Like, I gotta get, like, into details.
Why?
You need to find out how big the guy is.
Yes.
Is he gonna use lube?
Who
Yes.
cares? $200 million.
Has he showered recently?
Yes.
Worst comes to worst, I spend $50 million for rehab for the rest of my life. Big
How
deal.
long will it last? How long will it last that he's fucking you in the ass for? Is it like 5 minutes or is it a fucking hour? Because, you know, $100 million of getting fucked in the ass doesn't go for an hour for me. You know, that's the other thing there. And we have this one guy at work, he's like, You kidding me? I'd do it for $1 million. I'm gonna give me $100 million. And I was thinking, like, what if this guy's like a foot-long dick? You want that in your fucking ass?
No, I don't.
Exactly.
But for $200 million?
That's still a little much.
There's wiggle room in that specific number.
Yeah, but if
It'd be worth the
has...
PTSD I have for the rest of my life.
Now, will everybody find out?
I'll tell everybody.
Yeah, but what if he gives you HIV? What then?
Then another $50 million is going towards treatment. I'll still have $100 million after my treatment and my fucking therapist.
There's just too many variables for me to say yes right away.
Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS?
I mean, too many variables for me to say yes to. That's all.
I really can't blame you, because, I wouldn't want the full-blown AIDS.
I wouldn't want a foot-long dick in my ass.
I
I
mean,
mean, I've seen the poop I can push out, and I get a little surprised by myself, but, it's like, I sometimes look at it like, man, I could really take a dick, but I'm not gonna.
I literally make my toilet die every time I take a shit, so I don't know. I don't know.
Your
if
toilet is weak, so.
So have you Googled poop sex on Pornhub yet?
No, I can't say that I have.
How about you, John?
Poop sex? Not really my thing, more of a piss sex type of guy.
You're a piss sex type of guy?
Yeah.
Well,
everybody's.
I don't like
or.
either.
that's good. That's good. I don't really get it. Well, Pornhub has released, since we just passed Halloween, the most popular searches on Halloween.
Well, it's like around, 4-day span, before and after Halloween,
Yes.
too.
A couple days before and after, of course.
So
Does anyone want to guess what they think highly spiked during this time?
Costumes.
furries.
I already saw the list, so I'm not going to guess because I'd be cheating.
Oh, I already saw the list, too.
I didn't. Furries.
All right, can you guess the top 10?
No.
So,
Trick-or-treating.
What?
yes.
Costumes.
That is third. That is second.
I'm gonna say candy, if that's possibly on that.
Candy is not on there.
Oh.
Sexy ghost.
Oh, but pretty much, I think that falls in the costume category.
Not quite. There's actually some very specific ones.
Oh, so
Yeah,
witches,
I know that
nurses.
ghost is on there.
Ghost is
Catgirls.
not on there.
Cat girls?
Catgirl's also not on
Oh,
there.
Wow.
I thought
Witches?
ghost was.
Which is on there. So, I'll read the whole list. Upwards of 2,245% Halloween, just in general. Halloween costume, up 1,785%. Trick or treat, third, 1,477%. Halloween party, 1,313%. Halloween orgy, 1,072%.
Wow.
Costume, 891%. Devil, 864.
Wow.
Vampire, 743.
Ah, vampire.
Scary, 603. I want to see.
Oh god, that'd be horrible.
Here's the best one. Zombie,
Yeah, there's a
460%.
zombie porn out there.
Who the fuck wants to watch zombie porn?
Apparently the guy over in the corner.
Witch, 361%. Dracula, again, very fucking specific, 325%. Horror, 289%. Schoolgirl, 267. Superhero, 236. Demon, 223. Cosplay, 176. Monster, 169. Cheerleader, 162. Oh, I lied. Catsuit, 156.
I will be one of the first to say Pornhub has a really good vampire porn.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Amazing is a good vampire porn. Who's got to look
What?
for Amazing, the superstore?
Vampires are known to be sexual beings. I understand that. I don't hate that or...
You know, the whole blood thing. Some
Yeah.
people are into that.
Exactly. But fucking zombies?
Yeah, no fucking of
Yeah,
the zombies.
I don't understand the zombie thing.
Like, oh, you look like a big boy. Oh.
No, some guy made like
You want
a
to
day.
get it? Oh my god, I can't even think of it right now.
Some guy made like a Day of the Dead porno.
Oh,
I was ever reading an article about that.
well, I mean, we
You
have
mean
Rule
Day of the Dick
34.
or something like that? I don't know.
No. There's the Texas Vibrator Massacre.
Oh my
What?
god.
Mm-hmm. Guys basically doing horror movies and porn.
That's fucked up.
Well, people are all sorts of fucked up. We all knew this.
And just think 2/3 of the people you watch have sex on Pornhub probably have herpes. If not
Yay!
more.
They did to get tested though.
Yeah,
they have to get tested like once a month.
Most of the real actors or the high-profile ones are tested constantly.
Yeah.
Because it's a dangerous business. You can deal with someone who's not
You
tested.
could kill someone.
Yeah.
Multiple people.
There are actors who had to retire because they got AIDS.
No, there is a very dark side to porn.
Yeah.
All joking aside.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually seen all the documentaries about that.
I have too. They're free on YouTube. I enjoyed most of them.
I've only seen one of them, but I want to see more.
I've seen the outtakes.
I've seen outtakes too. Some of them are fucking hilarious.
Like when a guy's doing a girl at the beach and the tide just rolls in, just smacks her back. Oh, that was beautiful. One time the cameraman got hit.
Hit
Yeah.
with what, a wave?
Seriously?
Not by a wave.
With a jizz shot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Went right over the girl and hit the camera guy.
That's hilarious.
I ain't working for fucking that company anymore at that point.
Just like, whoa, blah.
So who here watched Halloween porn? Anyone?
No,
No one's
can't
owning
say I
up to
did.
it. No one's owning up to it.
No.
Well, I make my own porn now. So.
Well, you know why? Halloween is fucking racist.
Why is it
fucking
racist?
Because MTV told me so. And I'm
Oh.
closed-minded and listen to whatever I'm told.
So you mean the MTV, the program that brought us such great hits as Teen Mom, 16 and Pregnant, Real World, and Road Rules, has such a reliable source of information to tell me that Halloween is pregnant
Yes.
Halloween's pregnant, awesome.
and racist?
Yes.
I think Halloween might just be racist, not pregnant.
Now, I made all of you watch that video before the podcast.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I seen it like weeks ago when we were supposed to do the show.
Yeah, when the show, yes. Regardless, we've all seen it at some point in the last month.
Yeah.
Basically, a black guy was sticking up for an Arab, saying that you can't wear a costume of that nature.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he listens to a song called A-Rap Money, but that's none of my business.
There's also another guy that's decided that he wants you to get in a severe car accident if you're wearing a Confederate uniform.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a Confederate uniform costume that they showed like a 7-year-old wearing in the advertisement.
And asked that you get in a severe car accident and that the person that saved you is black.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked up.
That's actually what he said, which is scary.
And screwy.
Yeah.
And if you wear a Native American costume, that they're going to call Child Protective Services on you.
Yeah, this woman on the video said that if you let your child wear a Native American outfit for Halloween, you should have Child Protective Services called on you.
I'm going to dress up as an Indian, and all my kids are going to dress up as Indians, and we're going to sit outside her fucking house and do little powwows and dance around fires, make rain dances.
What do you think, Zoran, as someone who is partially Native American?
I think that people are all fucking intolerant assholes, and we all just gotta get along. But, you know, that's just me.
First off, it's Halloween. You dress up how you feel like it. If it's racist, if it's sexist, too fucking bad.
Well, everything is like a foxy outfit or a sexy outfit or anything else like that.
Yeah, they don't complain about that shit.
Right. Nothing in that thing said, oh, well, that's a sexy nurse.
Hey,
That's just
your
great.
vagina's hanging out. Let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about the costumes that degrade women. No.
Oh, exactly.
Let's just talk about the costumes that are racist. Because even though they're not racist. Like that Arab one where an Arab guy got offended about that thing saying, that's how my father dressed. That is the exact outfit my father wore. Why are you offending me now?
Well, that means it's just accurate. Fuck
Yeah.
you, guy.
I'm pretty sure they don't do a costume without accuracy.
It's not like they're got a fake bomb strapped to their chest and they're screaming Alu Akbar. That
would be bad.
Might
That would
be
be
crossing the line.
I mean, it's not like the kids are dressing up in fucking blackface, because that's racist. They're not sitting there going blackface with white clothes like, oh, lordy, Mr. Master, sir, how can I help you today? Because that's racist.
Like a Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, see, that's really bad.
That would be a racist costume, you know. Maybe, like, say...
I mean, I think it's really lame if you're dressed up as a Confederate soldier because of, like, what it stands for. But
Well, what if
it's
you
not
had-
like, it's
What
not
if your
like
family heritage is fighting in the Confederate Army?
Yeah. Or what if you had your other kid go as a Union soldier? Like,
No, all I was saying was I think it's kind of lame just because of my personal views, but it's not like I'd be offended by it. You know?
I mean, it can be done in good taste. Regardless,
Yeah.
it can be done in good taste.
I mean,
any of those costumes.
Stonewall Jackson's great-great-great-great-grandson could be running around out there as, like, you know, impersonation as him.
Like,
Yeah,
Stonewall
like-
Jackson was a good man. He was literally did not care what side he fought for. If he said the Union asked him first, he would have fought for the Union. He didn't care. Like, there was some pretty reputable people in that army. I mean, we can debate this all day.
Okay, I didn't want to debate it at all.
But
All I was saying was that it would be kind of lame.
could there be better costumes? Probably, yes.
They're always.
You don't have to defend yourself. All I was saying was it was lame.
Oh, I promise I'm not defending myself.
Girls,
I'm
girls,
just
all pretty.
But I got the best hair.
Well, you know.
I disagree.
It's too short. It's
No,
just too short.
it's
for me.
nice, it's fluffy.
He is
Oh, well,
keep-
you mean your
keeping up with
beard?
his
Your beard is actually pretty epic.
I'm telling you, like I said, I got the nice hair. I say on my hair. It could have been on my face. Could have been on my pubes. You don't know.
I got the nicest
That's
pubes.
true.
Here.
I do not want to know anything about your pubes.
They're very bouncy.
I got the nicest pubes here.
I actually use a straightener on my pubes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you know how it is, Maddie. When you have curly hair, you just want straight hair.
The curly cues.
Well, no, I straighten mine out. My pubes just fall straight. They don't curl anymore. They just fall
They go.
straight.
They don't like hang out.
Just,
really
just
well.
hang down. Yeah, I got like the '09 Posh Spice, where like curves to the side.
So your
Oh,
head,
okay.
Yeah.
so,
Okay,
so your
I know
head
where you're
kind of
going now.
pops out a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a little. So let me break out this cloud of fog. I want to talk about the shake weight, and I think they should bring it back.
Oh my god.
Remember the
Fucking
shake weight where you just like
weight.
putting your hands and just jacking off everything?
Yep, I remember that.
They
thing.
should reform it to look like a baby, so you can just shake a baby, like in your hands, for mothers of postpartum depression who can just like shake a baby just to get that out of their system. And then they can also lose that horrible arm fat they got going on too. So it's a win-win.
Oh my god!
You know that babies cry. Don't shake your real baby. Shake the fake baby. Shake a baby.
Shake a baby.
That's what you call it, right? Because that's a catchy name.
It actually is a good name.
It's the baby
Okay.
shaker.
So speaking of everything being racist,
Everything is racist. I'm offended.
I don't care.
I'm offended by the way you're staring
Don't
at
be
me
offended
angrily.
over there.
You want to talk about racism? Let's talk about this guy at work, okay? He asked me, how would I kill someone? I said, first off, I kill a stranger. He's like, you kill a stranger? I'm like, yeah, I kill a stranger. That way there's no link to you to kill the guy. He goes, ugh, white people. That was his reaction, too. Like, you white people are crazy, man.
White people be crazy.
Well, he's not Costa Rican. He is from the Dominican.
Dominican Republic Bond.
No, he has more of a Mexican accent.
So speaking of multi-race people and everything being racist,
White people.
Everything is racist.
so as you know, I am the co-owner of the Necronomicon Press. So
I didn't know that.
I'm a Lovecraftian and stuff.
And stuff.
I can grow tentacles.
Are
That's
you a
my
Whovian?
superpower. No, I'm
What's
not
the
a
difference?
Well, at least you can't grow testicles. That's my word.
That would be racist.
I can grow breasticles.
So
That would also be very
Um,
weird.
Give me 30 more
So-
cheeseburgers, I'll grow some.
most of you probably don't know that the World Fantasy Award, which is given out in England usually, is actually a bust of H.P. Lovecraft made by Gahan Wilson like a long time ago. So my father has two for running his press back in the day, so that's kind of cool. So, people, only recently found out that H.P. Lovecraft was racist, apparently. Either that, or they, all of a sudden only care now.
I'll probably go with that one.
And
Yeah.
they decided to start this huge movement to make sure that the H.P. Lovecraft bust isn't the World Fantasy Award ever again. My problem with this is that the reason why he was chosen was because they believed him to be a non-entity of sorts, as, the actual figurehead of fantasy, not just an author. So it wasn't about him, it was about what he did for the community and the genre. But sadly, the World Fantasy Association decided, oh, well, so many people are complaining about it, we're just going to take it down. My other issue with this is the World Fantasy Awards would not exist without H.P. Lovecraft.
So they're forgetting their maker.
Yeah. There's never been a different award for the World Fantasy Awards. It's always been H.P. Lovecraft.
So what are they going to try and change it to?
Well, originally the movement was to make it this other author who's a sci-fi author, so that doesn't make any fucking
Ron
sense.
Hubbard.
No, it's an African-American woman.
But that's the
I
thing
don't
is,
remember her
what?
name.
But it has to be African American. It's reverse racism.
Yeah.
It has to be someone of a minority. No, it has to be a good author.
So the World Fantasy Award decided to not go with that one either, which is good, because she was a science fiction author anyway, not a fantasy one at all. So that would have made any fucking sense.
Everyone has to be so PC. PC principle.
So a lot of people are saying now, well...
Shut the fuck up!
A lot of people are... yeah, you guys keep interrupting me. So now they're saying, well, why don't we make it a symbol of fantasy? And I'm like, but that's what H.P. Lovecraft was supposed to be, was a symbol of fantasy overall. Not just... It wasn't supposed to represent himself as a person or an author. It was supposed to represent fantasy and weird fiction.
I will say this. He was racist, but he lived in a racist time.
Right.
Abraham Lincoln was racist. He's on our $5 bill. George Washington was racist. He's on our $1 bill.
Jefferson had like 15 slave children.
Jefferson had a thing for slaves. He's on our $20 bill.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Jefferson
There's
on
the
the $20
Nobel
bill?
Prize.
He's not?
No.
I've heard,
He was on the 20.
you know, there are major flaws in most of the
Andrew
people that
Jackson.
we honor today that were alive back then. Like the Nobel.
That's what I was thinking of. You're right.
Nobel was apparently an awful man, and, you know, we still have the Nobel Prize for everything. Like,
Hitler was an awful man, but without his research, we would be so far back in science right now. It's because of him and all these treatments he did on the Jews and whatnot in the concentration camps that science has progressed to where it is.
that is a good point. Nazis did progress medicine very far.
Hitler is responsible for the Autobahn. Most people enjoy the Autobahn and the fact that it has no speed limit in many parts of it.
That is true.
Puma and Adidas are made by Nazi kids. They're
What?
brothers. The shoe brands Puma and Adidas, they're brothers who were Nazi youths.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So it is sometimes amazing how we can progress through the evils, or however you want to word it.
Well, there's always
It's
a necessary
just-
evil to progress.
It's
Yes.
just ridiculous that people want to take the bad in someone and just throw out the good. You know? That was when H.P. Lovecraft was 22. He wrote that wicked, racist poem. And
He never released it, though.
he never tried to get it published. It was in his private works. And he just didn't throw it out because it was a piece of his writing.
So what's next? People boycott him. You know, they forget how good of an influence he is.
Exactly. What I'm worried about is this whole movement of PC fucktards is going to get some terrible author instated as the World Fantasy Award and make sure that no one knows Lovecraft as anything other than that racist author that used to be cool. That's what I'm really worried about.
It's a very rare possibility.
Yeah. I mean, I asked my dad what he thinks of it, and he was pretty sad, but he was also just like, well, it means our World Fantasy Awards are more valuable now. I was like, nice.
Well, there's a way to look at it.
Absolutely.
But, I guess I just don't understand the whole idea that you can criticize someone for being who they were in a time where it was normal.
Well, most people just don't give a shit to the nth degree. That's what the problem is. Everybody just wants to find something to harp on.
No one was
and
offended
that's it.
until they were told to be offended.
Right.
And that includes
Right.
with the World Fantasy Award.
Right, like, we all knew that Lovecraft was racist, and we just didn't, care. Because his
But that's
writing
such
was amazing.
a small aspect of his writing.
Exactly. That was, well, there are racist, what's the word I'm looking for? References in a few of his writings, but the really bad one was a poem that he wrote when he was 22.
But he wasn't like writing the South is gonna rise again and write, slam racist overall.
He wasn't writing stuff like that
He was
at
a
all.
horror writer.
Yeah, I don't know. It's incredible to me that they actually got such a movement that the World Fantasy Award just bowed to their every will now. I think it was really weak on their part, and they could have gone about it in a much different way.
I think they're just afraid.
I think they're weak, and they're being a bunch of freaking wusses.
You know who else is weak?
everything-
People who get pineapples on their pizza. Their blood is weak. They have a poor children.
What?
What?
People with a poor bloodline. They get pineapples on the pizza.
Because their pineapples are eating you or whatever?
No, because they're weak people.
They are?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because they get pineapples on the fucking pizza.
That's gross. I don't like pineapples on my pizza, but why?
Because it's a gross thing and they're weak. You don't put fruit on pizza. It's gross. They're weak people. You fruit on pizza.
So yeah, I'm just really sad that they decided to do this. It makes them look bad, and it makes the group of people that hate Lovecraft look good, unfortunately.
Well, and similar related news, Tarantino recently was at a cop protest, mostly for African Americans who have been degraded by the law, and now cops are going to be boycotting his new movie, The Hateful Eight, when it comes out next month.
Ooh, I'm sure he's so worried about them.
Oh, he is, because he's, and basically the cop's reasoning is, he makes violent movies. And now he's going to stick up for the people that deserve it. It's basically, bullshit.
Wow.
He was at a rally for police brutality, and the cops decided because of this, we don't need to see his movie.
What was it, like a Black Lives Matter protest or something?
It was for police brutality. It was obviously Black Lives Matter. Probably had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Because honestly, some seems to be hand in hand, unfortunately, sometimes. I don't think it's going to hurt the movie, though.
Of course not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I know I'm going to be seeing it Christmas night. I can't wait for that movie.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Now let's go watch Out West. But they were basically afraid because he's such a popular person with much stature, and he shouldn't be basically making statements like that. Basically, the cops are saying there is no problem in this country.
Well, yeah, cops don't think there's a problem. Apologies, I've been playing this awesome game that has to do with cats.
Oh my god, tell us about it.
Okay, so there's a game called Neko Atsume, which means kitty collector in Japanese. And basically, you have a yard, and you put toys and cardboard boxes and stuff in your yard to attract stray cats.
So, essentially what you're telling me is this means that you can be a crazy kitty lady on the phone, so I don't have to worry about kitties everywhere in my house.
Yes.
Ah, excellent. I like it. I'm perfect for it.
So you can take pictures of the cats, and they each have their own photo album. And you can expand the yard into your house, so you have more room to put stuff for them, like scratching posts and things. Today, I spent $4 on the game to expand my house.
Oh no.
It began.
And then I bought a whole bunch of stuff with my, in-game money. And it was amazing. I bought a cardboard train, and a cat named Conductor Whiskers came and rode the train.
Oh
Wow.
Yeah,
I am already afraid.
Conductor Whiskers.
he had the hat and everything.
Awesome.
He was legit.
Oh my. I am not surprised by any of this.
So basically, the cats bring you fish, and you spend the fish to get them stuff, like food and things.
And next year, they're going to have their own special on Netflix.
Mm.
What?
Well, that's just the path of how everything goes these days.
Well, it's super popular in Japan, so maybe it'll be an anime.
Oh my. Well, Netflix is carrying a lot of their own TV shows right now. They picked up Futurama, which I can't wait for. We all know about Daredevil, all that. We've talked about it 100 times over.
Is
Jessica
Futurama
Jones comes out
supposed
this
to
month.
be an extension of the old series, or is it going to be new?
I do believe it's an extension.
Well, actually, there is one show that recently came out. They've been doing anime, and one specific anime just came out, which is The Seven Deadly Sins.
I see that manga a lot. I haven't read it or anything. How is it?
It's actually amazing. I marathoned the whole thing already.
Okay.
Basically, it focuses on the Holy Knights, but the Holy Knights are the bad guys.
Yes. I read that in a synopsis. Like, it's a princess who needs to be evil, but she needs evil people to be evil.
Exactly. And the Seven Deadly Sins, as they start to get collected, you start off with a captain and you work your way through a bunch of different races. There's a premise of, the fairies, the giants, and the gods.
That's racist.
Exactly. And they all got together with the humans to fight the demons.
Yep.
And pretty much the demons get locked away, and the story unfolds, and you find out about all the different characters, and the main character, Meliodas, is, a kid, basically, except he's an unaging kid, and also an extreme pervert. But that's the point.
Is he a sin or no?
Yes, he is a sin. Meliodas is the knight captain. I believe he's the dragon sin of wrath.
Oh.
They all have tattoos of different types of animals, like there's the boar sin of the crimson boar, which they don't mention actually which sin she is. There's the fox sin of greed, the ram sin, I believe.
Is Swiper in it?
No, there's no swiping.
Oh, there's no swiping, Swiper.
Well, technically, greed is a swiper.
Ah.
But
Is he a Swiper, the fox, though?
well, he is actually the fox one, so.
Oh, there was
Dora approves.
there's animes I've been finishing up on that I've been watching on Hulu, because Hulu has a huge anime selection.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger, like at least 4 times bigger than Netflix. You know, obviously it's not as big as Crunchyroll, but I don't have a Crunchyroll. But I almost done with Overlord, which is a great show.
Okay.
It's about this guy, he and his friends are playing this online game called Yggdrasil.
Oh, cool.
And it's like it's a fantasy RPG, and it's kind of set up like Sword Art Online, where you basically put the helmet on and you just kind of act everything in that world, so you see it all firsthand.
Right.
And he is like this lich skeleton guy. He's like a max character. He's level 100. They have this guild called Ains Ualgaun, and you know, people come and attack them, but there's like 7 of them. They create their own NPCs within the guild. But in the first episode, Yggdrasil announces that, you know, they're shutting down forever. This is the last day the game is going to be up. So the guy who plays the Lich is sitting there. He's like the last one in the guild. And he's just sitting there. He's minding his own business. And, you know, another guy was there. He was a slime character.
Okay.
And the thing about to be in this guild was, to be in this guild, you had to be a non-human race.
Okay.
So basically, the whole guild is kind of undead, and all their NPCs are undead.
Right.
Like demons, vampires, things like that.
Okay.
Now, he basically kind of just falls asleep and just, with the game on, thinking the whole game would just like log him out automatically and kick him out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But then he wakes up, and he's still in the body of the guy.
Okay.
But he can't access like any message boards or anything like that, like to contact any administrators. And he notices all the NPCs are moving freely and thinking freely.
Okay.
And so it's like, okay, well, I'm going to send out my, one of the butlers here, like the head of all the battle maids, is a butler, and he's going to go out, he's going to investigate the area, and it's like, okay, so what's it look like out here? It's like, well, we aren't in a swamp anymore. It's like, what? It's like, no, we're in a large field, surrounded by nothing that's full of flatlands.
What?
Yeah, and he's like, okay, so he goes out and he explores. And he still has, like, all of his abilities and whatnot. He's still, like, a level 100 character in this fantasy world now.
Mm-hmm.
And he dresses himself up as a knight so he can use a sword and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, like, trying to understand the world around him. And, you know, one of the last episodes that I saw, I've watched, like, 4 last night, but he had to go and go into a little forest area. And he fought the wise king of the forest.
Huh.
And to say fight is really bad because he didn't really fight it. He sat there and he blocked his attack, and it's like, oh, you're good for blocking my attack. I'll let you leave now. I won't chase after you out of respect. And he's like, how about you just show your face instead of being a coward? And it comes out, and it's this giant hamster. It's this giant hamster, and he's looking at, like, and he's just like, seriously? Seriously, this is what's called? Really? Like, one of my friends owned you as a pet for your species. And he's like, what? I haven't seen any of my species. I'm going to stay with you. You're my new master, blah, blah, blah. So now he rides this giant hamster like, this is so embarrassing. Another one I watched that I finished was Blood Lad, which is a really great premise. First episode, this human girl wanders into the underworld where all the demons, vampires, werewolves, they all live.
Mm-hmm.
And she walks through its territory, which is housed by Stas, who is a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
First episode, she dies. Gets eaten up by a vine plant, and then her skeleton's spit out. Because somebody's trying to make a territory war and take over the thing with them, but Stas kills them, but a plant escapes and kills her.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's a ghost, and he's trying to revive her back to being a human.
Okay.
And he is an otaku for the human world.
Okay.
He's like, "You're from the human world? Oh my god, oh, human world! Oh, do they have this? Do they have that? This? Oh my god, I never heard of this before!" Like, he is just a spaz for it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. His best friend is Wolf Boy, who is a werewolf who runs the other side of the demon territory. And then if they met, like, one girl, I forget her name, but she can create dimensional portals with a square. So she just come over with the little square thing, zoop, you're gone. And that's how she's gotten rid of a couple people. Like, they come after her, and she just like, boom, now you just punch yourself, haha. She's like dimensional space. And that only up to 10 episodes, and that's pretty good. Hopefully they're going to start a second season soon, because the manga goes a lot further where they let off.
Right.
Then one series that they did finish completely, which I'm surprised at, was Air Gear.
Okay.
Air Gear is kind of like a sports-ish anime.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they took rollerblades and they made them more high-tech. This came back out in 2006, so they have little gears and motors in the wheels that can make you go faster, run along walls, jump high, like over buildings.
Awesome.
Yeah, and you know, this kid's like, well, I want to do this. I want to be a part of it, because they call it Air Trek.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I want to try Air Trek. I want to do this. And the house he lives in, because he was an orphan boy, he lives in a house with like 4 other women, and they're like, no, get away. So first episode, he was able to finally ride it, and you know, he loves it. And he was able to see something known as the Wing Road. According to legend with the Air Trek, there are 8 roads that can make the Sky King.
Mm-hmm.
You find out that this kid is the next candidate to be Sky King, because he can see the Wing Road.
Okay.
You met people who have, like, regalia, is what they call certain things, that, like, control, like, one guy is Spitfire, he has the Flame Road, he has the Flame Regalia. One kid just recently got the Fang Regalia back, who's on his team. His name is Agito, or Akito, depends on which side his eye patch is on, because he has split personalities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one guy's like a monstrous jackass, while the other one's like this little gay kid.
Cool.
Yeah, and that's off the Fang Road, and he just cuts people up just for fun.
Interesting.
Yeah. You know, you got the Lightning Road. But they ended that pretty early, for only 26 episodes. I thought that was it. But the best one that I've seen right now, it's a new anime, coming out fairly weekly. It's called One Punch Man.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a man who is so fucking strong, he is bored. Every fight he has ends in one punch. That's it. And he's just always looking for someone bigger and stronger than him to fight, and it's impossible because he's the best there is. And he had to fight this guy, and this guy's like spinning around him, you can barely see him, and smack. Guy's down on the ground, like, you know, bloodied up. And they ask, like, what's the secret to your strength? What are you doing? Oh, I've been modifying human bodies for the longest time. How do you have this much power? He's like, you really want to know my secret? Yeah. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, run 10 kilometers every day, 100 squats, never use a heater or a cooler. You have to deal with whatever weather's out. And these people look at him like, that's basic strength training. He's like, I've been doing this routine every day for 3 years. And there's one thing that I noticed first. All my hair went away. Like, the guy's bald. And he's like, what? It's like, yeah, my hair went away, but after that, I noticed I've had this ungodly power since then. So he's basically a walking god. That can do whatever. Like, he lives in a ghost town that nobody else will go to because there's horrific monsters there, but it turns out he's the one who's been doing it. Because he punched a monster straight through a building. But the problem is the building and the 3 buildings next to it all disappeared because of the force of his punch.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So he's the, ungodly monster that lives there.
Cool.
Yeah. But that's definitely one people need to catch up on. There's only 6 episodes right now.
Excellent. And this has been Ginger's Anime Corner.
I guess so. So about One Punch Man, bitch. So speaking of TV shows, our FMK is TV show themed.
Yes, it is. It is Buffy the Vampire Slayer themed. We have Sarah Michelle Gellar, which played Buffy, and then we have Allison Hannigan, which is the one I actually watched the show for.
Really? You watched it for her?
Yeah.
You watched it for Willow?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
Fucking
Willow.
love Willow.
Oh, Willow's a bitch.
She could have killed the entire universe.
Not in the beginning. Not in the beginning. She was a one little bitch who could dabble in magic. Then when those fucking weird kids accidentally killed her girlfriend, she just went psycho and stripped a guy like from his skin, just hanging there.
Yep, flayed him.
Oh, she's Lily from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, she is.
Okay,
Yep.
so I do know her.
And
Charisma
Carpenter is Cordelia.
who was the bitch in the whole show.
Well, I've actually met Charisma Carpenter, and she's amazing.
I'm sure she's amazing in real life. Most people are when they have to play a bitch on TV, but her TV character was just such a stuck-up, your stereotypical 90s bitch is what she was.
Well, if you actually watched her story get better on Angel, she got better.
I tried watching Angel, and I liked what it was going with, but just kind of I dropped off from it. Especially when Angel's son appeared.
Oh, yeah, that was weird. Alright, so, Jinja.
Oh, God, let's see here. Killing Willow.
Uh,
Yep, fuck Allison Hannigan. Killing her.
okay.
I guess I'll just fuck Cordelia, because I don't really want to sit around with that thing, just whining and nagging all the time.
Hmm.
And I guess I'll be marrying Buffy, as by default.
Alright. Merc.
Yeah, we're gonna marry Buffy.
You couldn't throw in the other one. You could have thrown Elijah Dushku. No.
No, because we'd all pick that one.
Yeah, that'd be an easy choice. Charisma's, okay. So, she's worth a fuck. And Allison Hannigan always annoyed me on How I Met Your Mother, so she's gonna die through proxy.
I am
Wait.
also killing Allison Hannigan
What?
because she is annoying on How I Met Your Mother, and that's all I can think of when I see
You guys are
it.
actually basing her off of How I Met Your Mother, but not the actual Buffy show.
Well, I never watched the Buffy
Yeah.
show.
Wow,
So-
you guys suck.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Yeah, I know. So,
I've seen the whole thing like twice.
Mm-hmm.
so I am not going to marry Buffy. I am going to marry Cordelia.
Awesome.
You couldn't throw in the God.
And
Nope.
I guess I'll bear through fucking Buffy once.
Alright, so I'm killing Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, it's just gonna create another one. Do I show the rules? When one Slayer dies, another is born.
Well, I'm
Whatever.
just outright killing her. I may have watched the show for, Willow, because, Allison Hannigan's cool, but I'm just going to throw her the fuck, and I'm actually going to marry Charisma Carpenter, because I actually met her, and she was a wonderful, wonderful human being. So,
There should have been one more Slayer on that show too.
there was Aisha.
No, after her, because Buffy died 3 times.
That's true.
And they only brought in Elijah Dushku and Aisha as 2 extra Slayers. There should have been a 3rd Slayer. There should have been, at one time, 4 Slayers running around. I think Aisha even got killed at one point.
She
There
did.
should have been another Slayer after she died as well.
Yeah, weirdness.
So there should have been at least 3 Slayers running around at one point.
Sorry, I have no idea what we're talking about. Let's move on.
It's okay, I'll just go take a nap or something.
So, that was the FMK.
Well, speaking getting fucked, recently in California highway, a dude got rear-ended, got ejected out of his car, and hit a sign 20 feet up and died.
Ouch.
20 feet up.
Was that he got rear-ended?
He got in some type of accident, or so he hit somebody.
Someone must have hit
Or
someone.
I think he rear-ended someone else, rather.
Yeah, that would. Yeah.
He definitely was not wearing a seatbelt.
But
Yeah.
he wins the game of bowling for life, which
Well,
wasn't
I'd
very
say
much
no.
longer after he got ejected out of the car.
I tell you what, he probably came in 2nd place, because you know who won the game of bowling? The fucking seal that got punted 80 feet in the air by a whale.
What?
Yeah. There's a whale flapping its tail, going up and down on the water, and when it went up, a bunch of debris came up, and there's a seal in the middle of the air with it.
God.
Wow.
It's not a way I want to go.
But what's the odds of nailing a road sign?
Pretty slim, probably.
Well, it depends
Yeah.
on where you are. Like, if you're in, like, back roads, close to none. If you're in the middle of the highway, probably have a higher chance.
He must have been going 100.
He was moving at a high rate of speed, and I think he hit someone or someone cut him off, and he just didn't have time to...
Yeah, well, he must have hit someone in front of him to fly out that hard.
So apparently there's an article saying how South Park, this is probably its best season ever.
I don't know about that.
I disagree.
I thought the newest episode was pretty weak.
I didn't see the newest episode yet.
The
But-
Tweak and Craig romance saga.
Oh.
Tweak X Craig. It's basically about yaoi and how the Japanese will draw, like, or maybe it's not even the Japanese, maybe it's any fandom. There's always that gay side where they put two people in there together. So I guess all the Japanese girls or Asian girls put Tweak and Craig like in these romantic poses together.
Oh, they're drawing cartoons of them together,
Yeah.
like cuddling and stuff.
hmm
That's funny. Do they call them their OTP?
I don't think they said that, but they did.
Okay.
Wendy did a whole speech on it and even said it. The word yaoi.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah. I think the creators are aware what's going on with this shit.
They're, yeah, it's been a good season overall, though.
I still haven't even seen the yelping episode.
That one was really funny. Probably the best song that South Park's had in quite a few years. Boogers income. Basically sung in Randy's voice.
Oh, okay. Alright, anything else we want to talk about?
Well, while we're on the subject of Boogers and Cum songs, Bloodhound Gang is finally coming out with their first album in about 10 years next month.
Ooh, about time.
Cool. I don't listen to them.
Maybe you should.
They've released quite a few singles from the album already. It seems to be moving from the rock bass to more of electronic bass,
Mhm.
although there's a few more rock-oriented songs.
Do they have any
It's not
heavy songs?
They've never really been one for heavy songs.
They had a whole fucking Necronomicon song.
Necronomicon song? I think you're confusing them with someone else.
No, it was on the Hefty Fine. Like the really like devilish one.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Go look it up. Sure, me potato salad.
Dead salad?
Potato salad.
Oh, potato salad. Okay. Potato salad. I can get.
Something diabolical, I believe the name of the song was.
Yeah, it's not like,
That was a heavier song.
it's not heavy.
Something diabolical? It doesn't sound very heavy.
No. I know that song. It's not that heavy at all.
Balls out.
Balls out?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Balls out, my life is a bit.
We got 12 Foot Ninja finally released a new song, so they're definitely gonna have a new album out next year.
Oh, what is it?
I don't remember the title of it, but I did hear it. It was very good.
I need to look it up.
It's a very good song.
Ain't my job.
Solution 45's new album comes out on the 20th of this month. That's another album that's been about 5 years in the making. It's actually going to be a double album. The next part's going to be out next year. So there's a lot of music coming up. Tool finally played a new song at their only show this year, which means they should be working on their new album, so.
They should be.
But they're Tool, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah. Thank you, Maynard, for taking your sweet ass time with a simple job.
I think Todd actually posted something about he's really not that excited for the new album. Maynard himself.
Yeah.
Cards Against Humanity's last holiday year just started.
New Christmas one?
They're calling it 8 Reasonable Gifts. They're doing another holiday thing. You get 8 gifts. I don't know if they're stopping the holiday thing completely, or they're just not doing the 8 days of gifts anymore, or anything of that nature,
Or the 12 days of...
or the 12 days of holiday bullshit like they did last year.
Yeah.
But they said this was at least the last year where they do multiple gifts. They might still do a holiday pack as a one-off pack next year, but this is it for multiple days. It's $15. I actually got the email today. I already signed up.
Oh, cool.
They usually have a couple good things. The clusterfuck game was pretty fun. Slap 45 was pretty fun.
Yeah, Clusterfuck is hilarious.
I like Slot 45.
Yes. So both classics. Although you have to have the right crowd to play clusterfuck. 'Cause some people are
Oh god, that's really
a
weird.
little uptight about games like that.
Yeah.
And John's going to close this out by talking about a live exorcism that was on the Discovery Channel.
So one of the Discovery Channel's paranormal shows, not Ghost Adventures or Ghost Hunters or Ghost something. It's like Ghost Asylum, I think. Or Asylum of Ghosts. I don't know. I skimmed through the article, going to be honest with you here. But they did a live exorcism the day before Halloween at the house that inspired the movies and the books for The Exorcism and a couple other ones. And that guy was just doing I forget the name of the father was, but he was going to perform a live exorcism, and he said his biggest fear of it was that someone could walk out there completely possessed. That was it. So just a father, or a priest, a couple of cameramen, and that's really all that the show was, from what I understand. I unfortunately did not get to see it because I have a job.
So, your mission for next week is to find this on the internets and watch it, and then come back and tell us the tale of how this was good or how this sucked much ass.
God damn it.
Ha!
He's giving me work to do, man.
You deserve it.
Oh,
This will teach you. Come more prepared.
I always come prepared.
Well, not this time.
He means he's always prepared to come.
Well, that's it.
Oh, okay. I get things.
You should carry a little bag around with me in case I have to come.
A little bag.
Do you just prematurely ejaculate all day?
No. I'm premature ejaculate. I go off and do it on my own.
Yeah, he's a mature ejaculator.
Not premature. I come when I want.
You don't just like have someone rub up against you a little bit. And, oh, that's never happened before.
No, not anymore.
Not even-
Not since I was 13.
Well, you know, everybody's had that, you know.
You know, the wind blows the wrong way. Next thing I know, I have a boner. Like, oh, great.
Yeah,
It's
every
one
guy.
of these days.
And then you got to go to the front of class and solve a math problem.
Oh, yep. You bring your notebook up with you, just because, you know.
They always hold it down at crotch level.
Yep. Yes, I just have this notebook here.
And then the
specifically
hop
because-
line class pens down, just makes things worse.
I got that strangely hot teacher who shouldn't be a teacher, but you know, whatever.
I've had that strangely hot teacher before.
Strange hot teacher, you can see her thumb.
Not
Yes.
that strangely hard teacher.
Yes, I've had that
we
one.
actually have had a strangely unhot teacher that had the thong.
Ugh.
Yep, that was really sick and weird.
I feel like that'd be traumatizing.
Well, I just never looked up during the whole class after I noticed it.
I don't blame you. I probably wouldn't look again that whole class. I'd probably just forcefully blind myself.
How can people hide?
It's like, excuse me while I just scoop out my eyeballs.
Well, it was kind of traumatizing. I looked up and I'm like, wait a minute. Because she was bending over at the bottom of the chalkboard, and I was in the front of the class because I was that guy. And I never sat in the front of the class again. I always went to the back. Just like, nope. And
No,
whenever
she
she was bending
overweight?
down, I waited till she got to the top of the next part of the board, and then I would look.
Was she overweight? Was she old?
She wasn't very hygienic.
What did she teach?
English.
Interesting.
What is it about English teachers being gross?
I don't know, one that wasn't gross. Or two of them actually that weren't gross.
Yeah.
I've only ever had gross English teachers that are like greasy and
I never had a gross English teacher.
I would have definitely boned my sophomore English teacher in high school.
No, my teacher was a math teacher. That she was absolutely
My
gorgeous.
freshman and junior year
My
were
math teachers are
dudes.
usually the gross ones.
My senior year was an old gross lady,
I
but
get
my
those old
sophomore
ladies.
one, she was hot, young, like fresh out of college. Like
That was my
That's
science
my math
teacher who wore the
teacher.
thongs all the time. Fresh out of college, like 24, 23 years old. Just coming into a group of,
What about
mid-teen
you?
kids,
Do you have any hot professors?
teachers, whatever you want to call them.
No.
how about your science professor or your astronomy professor?
The one in the band.
He looks like Brendan Urie, so he's not hot, he's just really thin and emo looking.
I don't know who that guy is.
Brendan Urie, Panic at the Disco.
Lead singer?
Yeah,
Oh.
he looks like him.
I slightly know who that guy is.
One of my 8th grade teachers was kind of pretty. I always end up with older teachers, usually.
So you're a cougar chaser?
No.
It's okay.
She wants DILFs.
Tills.
DILFs.
Oh my god!
What?
Dads, I'd like to fuck.
Yeah, I know what it means. That's not what I was wanting.
Oh. I don't know what you're wanting.
G-Dilfs?
Oh god. Anybody have anything for a closing argument?
This is racist.
Why does it burn when I pee?
Because it's racist.
Okay. I'm good.
Alright. Peace out from the MercGoat Conspiracy. I'm Soren.
I gotta go. I got the Henry Rollins app to use. I gotta get home.
I gotta go find some DILFs.
As for Kitty, she is cuddling up to me, and I will say meow for her. Peace out.
Go DILF!